Gentlemen's, welcome to the shop. Now, some of you may be saying, but wait, this flooring, it looks like we're inside of a house. And if we're inside of a house, how can this be the shop? But what you're failing to realize is that shop is a mindset. So today we have a treat especial. We are fixing this divot here. And as you can see, everything that we're doing here is extremely official. I have on the approved YouTube black latex gloves. So everything you see here is 100% the correct way to do things. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're wrong. And all complaints can be sent to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. It'll get there. Just drop it off in a mailbox, unless they've removed it, thinking it was a voting box. It's okay. We won't talk about that. We don't talk about last year. Anyway, today, this project is brought to you by the number 23 and the letter B. B as in board, and B as in bis GMA, and also B as in bumblefuckery. So, let me remind you, this is the correct way to do things, but if you want to try this at home, I would consult with your legal counselor. I have officially said, do not do this at home. But if you choose to, consult with a legal professional to find out if it's allowed in your area. You know, laws change daily, as it seems. So, you may be asking yourself, this looks like a surfboard. Are we going to be doing fiberglass on it? Well, no. In fact, we're going to be doing a much more official and correct way of fixing this board. And it probably doesn't need fixing. So today we're going to be using a few handy dandy tools, items. If you don't have these, well, sorry, I don't really care. I have them, and that's what's important. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to see if we can fix this. And if we can't, at least we had some fun. So I've already squeezed it. Kind of doing things with one hand because I don't have all this nice fancy dance equipment. But what we're gonna do here, if it'll focus, go ahead, rub this in. And of course, I've definitely done it for the right amount of time. Once again, official. So, and this is definitely the approved way and the approved material. If you have any questions, we're definitely using the very correct thing to do this next part. Once again, any and all complaints, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Go ahead and light cure this. Look away. Blue light. Danger, danger. And I'll call that good enough. Next, it just so happens that A2 in a flowable is just about the right color. And even if it's not, I don't really care because, well, you'll see later. So, maybe I should have just done this without a tip. But that's why you come here. Because we do it right the first time, every time. Don't question me. I believe the sage wisdom handed down recently was, don't trust anybody in your class. So that would sort of be, don't trust any colleagues, you know, not even trust but verify. We're going like full, nah, who cares? Yeah. Oh yeah, this was the right choice. I'll let that sit for a minute. Anyway, it's not quite perfect in lighter amounts. It's about right. I'm gonna get a little bit of that off. Or I could sand on it afterwards, which I don't think I really want to do. It's not as thick as it looks, but yeah, maybe I'll try blowing on it a little. Maybe that'll get it to seat down in there. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. You can see, I don't know if this will have enough light. Over on this other side, I may actually have to use a real zoom. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit I've missed right there, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I'm not gonna sand it for you guys because we're not that close of friends, but that's okay. And yes, while I'm doing this, I realize that it's probably curing itself. But once again, you failed to ask if I care. Okay. Focus. There we go. The high production value is definitely brought to you by the iPhone. If you have any questions, send them to Tim Cook. Tim Apple? I think Tim Apple. Oh, sorry. Once again, we don't talk about the last 3 or 4 years. My apologies. And now, you could pick a precise amount of time to do this, or you could just wing it. Well, I'll just let it run out. 20 seconds. It's not that thick. And again, if it falls off, it's not really the end of the world. So you may be asking yourself, this looks like it's the wrong color, and you would be right. But what you don't know is once I have sanded on it a little bit, if I choose to, I have some other options. And they will likely be used. So down there in the doogly-doo, go ahead and tell me. I have some stickers here, which should provide a little extra sealing opportunities. We've got the standard fare Patagonia. Just set that there. We have also I believe it's Patagonia. I don't really care if I'm wrong. It's kind of a cool sticker. And then we have a super custom. If you want one of these, again, ask down in the doogly-doo. We can refer you to the right place. One of these. Probably not this. That's probably going to be for another project, as well as this one. But if the people speak and they want that, then they've forgotten that I'm a dictator, and I don't care. All right, now the 2 best ones. I'm leaning this way. I think that, you know, it just provides the right amount of coverage. You know, especially when there's a bulge in a work surface, in an area where there's a lot of motion, a lot of things rubbing over the top of it, wetness, fluid. I feel like that one might be good. A lot of protection there. We also have this. So once again, down in the doogly-doo. This video has been brought to you by lockdowns, being bored at home, and you know, having fun with products in a way that they're not meant to be used. Hope you enjoyed it. Actually, I don't really care if you enjoyed it. I had fun.